Look at us scraping at the bottom of the barrel for content.
We don't even need to do this. Oh,
No,
it's not like we're out of content or anything. We just, we asked the question and
and here we are.
got mixed response.
Yeah.
Um,
Anyway, welcome back to the last lines of Noobs and Men. That's
Hello.
Liam, and
That
I'm
it's
me.
Sean. He's
Mm.
got a kebab. I'm actually real jealous of that
It's
kebab.
fucking good. I haven't had a
Yeah.
kebab in months,
Oh,
so
I
this feels
love a
good.
good kebab. Oh, fucking one of my favorite foods. I love a good kebab.
Phenomenal.
Um, yeah. Look, we asked our community. We were wondering what the fuck makes AOL Assault on Lothlorien so
Apparently
hated.
OP.
Apparently OP.
Apparently OP.
And we got a lot of response.
We did.
At the moment, as of recording, it's 52% in favor of the Legion being OP,
Mm.
as opposed to not, which I disagree with.
Oh, 100%, wholeheartedly. Like
Yeah,
we mentioned it
I
in the poll that the two of us believe it is an incredibly strong list,
and
but
even after everyone's points, I still think it's strong. It
yeah,
absolutely is. I still am not seeing OP. I'm just
yeah,
not like when I think of OP lists, I think of Vanquishers. Even post nerf is still pretty fucked. I think of the Bears,
mm,
um, and even the Bears like they're very powerful. They're bordering on OP, like,
yeah. I think
but like I don't know. Every time I look at AOL, it's like
it's
I
for
every
me.
time I look at it, I think, dude, the guys are like fucking fight three at
Yeah,
most. Like
there's
the guy, they're fucking like D5 at most, and mostly, really, mostly D4. Like,
and your big hard hitting hero is a Warg Chieftain, which don't get me wrong, they are strong, but
yeah,
are you going to be
or like
running a bunch of
an
them?
enraged spider. Like,
Yeah. On top of that, they also die super quickly. It's yeah, it's
and like there's basically like one linchpin in that list that as soon as that motherfucker dies, the list is so
gone.
bad. Like if you kill Drusang, it collapses. Like they don't have any way to deal with anything big. Like sure, they're still getting the plus ones to wound and like doing shenanigans there, but like as soon as Drusang is an enraging beast, well, let's we're getting a bit
Let's
ahead of
yeah,
ourselves.
let's get up the Legion for those who do not know, which come on now. We all know, let's be honest.
We
Let's
all
let's
know,
get up
but
their rules.
anyone watching this video should know what we're talking about. But we're talking about Assault on Lothlorien. Oh, pardon me. We're talking about Assault on Lothlorien.
Mm,
Now, I will admit, it's definitely one of those legions that has like it's one of the few legions that probably has more like stuff in it, kind of thing.
yeah.
Like
It's
if
got
you
a
think
lot of
about
stuff. It's got a lot
yeah,
of
if you think
options.
about most legions is more of a pared back version of one army list, whereas this is like three army lists smushed together. Um,
And an
but
incredible
like,
theme, let's be honest here. It's a great
oh,
theme.
the theme is sick, and like the models in the army are sick. Like,
Mm.
I don't know, like I appreciate that they were kind of like I mean of all the evil legions in this book were really well like really well thought out, well made.
The way that I kind of like when I look at Assault on Lothlorien in terms of positioning OPness and strength and whatnot, I I kind of look at it as better than the Dragon Emperor's Legion.
Ooh.
I
See,
I do. I honestly
I
do.
think
But
the, I think the thing with the Dragon Emperor's Legion is that like as a legion,
the
I
Legion's
don't necessarily
it,
think the Legion is like
yeah,
OP. I
it's
think the
him
reason that
that
list
is
is so
very
good
good.
is just it's the Emperor. Yeah.
It's the Emperor, exactly.
Like it has nothing to do with the Legion. Like
No.
re-rolling on heroes, yeah, free Black Dragons, the your regular army bonus. Yeah, but fuck me, that dude in general. Like you compare him with any.
170 points. Oh my God. But we are not here to talk about him, so I don't
No,
know why I brought
no.
him up. Um,
But it's a kind of fair comparison. It's in the same book. A lot of people
hmm,
think it's quite powerful. I think, I don't know. So there was a lot of response to our question.
there was, yeah,
Um,
a lot.
quite a lot. Um,
I do want to point out something that, for lack for a better word, actually, I wasn't frustrated by it. It intrigued me that 90% of the people that commented were those who said that it wasn't OP. They said it was strong and
yes,
there are a few things they would like to possibly change, but they didn't say that it was OP. But there was no
it's
one
quite
in there that actively, properly articulated as to why it was OP. A few of them, I think, from memory, there was one that was just like, I don't like versing this. Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Like
I don't like versing it either, but
Yeah, it's
it's
like
not OP.
I don't like versing Angmar. I don't like versing siege weapons, but like they're not OP.
Mm.
They're just lists I don't particularly, or models items that I don't particularly like to verse sometimes. But like I yeah, like a lot of people are like yeah, the majority of the responses were a lot of not being OP, just being new, and a lot of people don't really have the experience with it, which I definitely think is a massive, massive thing for this list. Is
Oh
that
yeah,
there's a lot going on in this list that if it's your first or second time versing it, you can't really prepare for a lot of it.
it's yeah, and in the hands of a hot player, this
Which
will
sounds like quite a lot of
yeah,
people.
it just sounds like top players are playing this list, which I understand because it's not an army that a new player would probably come in and play and do well with.
No,
Not at all.
it's
It's a bit of a I was about to say sickle. It's a scalpel, not a sickle. It's
sick.
yeah.
Yeah, like the thing is, okay,
You've got to be good. You've got to know what you're
yeah,
doing. And when
that's
you're a
it.
very good player, you are going to destroy people with this list.
Yeah, absolutely. Because like this list definitely like it leans itself a lot to positioning, getting like the order of your spells right,
Mm.
getting your list in general has to be like, because there's so much in this list, you can build a shit AOL. You can build
Oh,
an absolutely dog shit AOL.
I've seen AOL come at the bottom of the pack because it was just
Yeah.
a shitly written list.
Yeah, like you need to know a lot to be able to pilot this list properly. And I think that's kind of the biggest problem that a lot of people have with this list, is that it seems like quite a lot of people who responded have said like, oh look, I lost to it, but it was played by, the current leader of the
Of whatever
area that I'm in
community
or
that's
whatever.
seen. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, or like, a really good player, or like a player that, was gonna probably win with any list that they kind of used.
Like
Like,
I've versed this list twice against you, and your
yeah.
list for the most part were fairly well written. The first game was my Grimhammer, my Grimhammer.
Yeah.
I had
Though
no
to be
idea what I was
fair,
walking into. I did not read your rules. I did not. I just walked in and I got fucking hammered because I just was
I
like,
think
"What the fuck do I?" I didn't know what I was walking into. The
yeah,
second game,
both times you versed me though as well, they were both Reconnoiter.
oh, they were, weren't they?
Yeah,
Oh,
they were
because the
both
second game was
Reconnoiter.
Reconnoiter, and
Yeah.
I was playing Bears, and you were playing AOL, and my goal was just to like kill your models. I didn't. I
Yeah.
was like, I'm not going to win the scenario. I'm just going to kill your models, and I probably killed most of your
Oh,
army,
I
but you
good.
still won
Like
the
I
game.
honestly, yeah, if it wasn't for the fact that it was Reconnoiter and like also the time limit, like you probably could have actually won that game. Or
Yeah,
like probably
that's
quite
it.
easily won that game realistically. Because it was like I at one point surrounded fucking Grimmy with everything I could throw at him and did fuck all.
Oh,
Like,
you paralyzed them for one turn with
yeah, and
Drax thing,
you
and then I just went,
yeah.
I'm good, thanks. I'll just stand
here's
back
a
up.
5. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
fucking might that to a 6. Fuck yeah! I'm like, fuck, god damn it. The one model I paralyzed with Ashrak that whole tournament, and you're like, here's a 5. Point of might. Fuck. But no, like I don't know. Like there's definitely obviously the scenarios is good at like that's just gonna be the case. A lot of people like I think the kind of main complaint that we got.
It seems like it's the
Oh,
darkness rule, cover of
yes.
darkness. Yeah, which I understand,
I can
but
understand it to a point.
it's not that bad. It's really not.
Yeah. I don't know.
If you're playing a shooting heavy army, or the only army that I think should be complaining about this special rule is what is it?
Rangers?
Mirkwood Rangers and
Rangers of
M
Athelion?
Rangers of Thillian and Dunedain Rangers. That's it. You're the
Dunedain.
only three
Even
armies that should be
Dale, some
complaining.
elf
Nah,
lists.
nah. Dale doesn't
But
mind.
yeah.
Dale will just run forward because like
But that's the thing. That's the biggest thing that this list should like actually like you should do against this list is just throw
run,
yourself at it.
run. This
Like
is probably one of the only lists where I will say March is needed.
yeah, you just want to be in combat and killing those models because they are low fight, low strike, low defense. You need to kill as many as you can, break that army, and it dies.
And
Like
it's gone. Yeah, exactly.
the biggest thing you need to do against this list is kill Drusag.
Yeah.
You kill Drusag, this list has nothing.
I think
Not
yeah,
a single fucking thing.
it's the kind of list that yeah, if you take away just one thing from it, it'll crumble. Whether that be you take away Druzag or you break them, which is not difficult,
Yeah.
it'll crumble. Yes,
Yeah,
they've got
even like getting rid
them.
of like, if you can shoot the spiders or like fucking if you like get rid of all the beasts, like that kind of shit will also fuck this list because like Drusag
Exactly.
can't do anything.
And like it, yeah. I
Like it's
I think
not
a
easy.
lot of players when they run an army and because I'm an advocate for maxing out bows, always
Yeah.
max out bows. But I think a lot of people look at that and go, cool, these are my bowmen, so they have to shoot. This is their goal. If you look at bowmen as just warriors that can shoot,
Yeah.
awesome. Because like in this game, you'll go, cool, I can't shoot. Or I'm not going to win the shooting war. So my bowmen are just
They're
one defense
warriors.
less warriors. Run
Yeah.
them forward.
You
If you
need
then
to
get the
hit you
option
need to
later
hit
on to
this list as much as you
shoot.
can. Yeah.
So
And like that's the big thing. Like hit this list as hard as you can, as quickly as you can, and it will have a bad time.
yeah,
Like obviously, yeah, like you're gonna have if your big heroes are gonna have you probably have a bad time. You probably need to keep them back. Like that's the other huge thing is that the big heroes definitely need to like keep away
yeah,
as much as you can.
you need to protect your heroes. When you're running forward, you do need to rely on your troops. You protect your heroes in a bubble, but once you're in that position to break your heroes out and go
Yeah,
ham with them, you're laughing.
yeah,
All you need to do, you protect them from a Warg chieftain if they're floating around. You protect them from a bat swarm and
or a spider.
spiders. Make
Yeah,
sure that's not happening, and you're in a good spot.
yeah. That's the biggest thing. Like this list will have a really hard time if you know how it runs. And like the big thing you need to know is yeah, Druzhag's the fucking the main man in this list. The fuck Merzger, fuck Ashrak, fuck anything else in this list. If Druzhag dies, this list struggles.
Yeah.
Like it can still do okay if you're playing it and you've lost Druzhag. Like you can still do all right. You've got the +1s to wound on your lads. Like you've still got transfixes and that kind of stuff you can throw out. But fuck me, if you lose Druzhag early,
See you
I've
later.
done it. It's happened to me before. I lost it like turn 1 or 2, and I was like, "Fuck me." That was a sweaty game. It was a sweaty game.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
because we were talking about it before the video that a few people mentioned that maybe cover of darkness should only work for a number of turns. Let's hypothetically say it works for 5 turns, right? If that's the
yeah,
case, what's your opponent going to do? They're going to hide at the back of the table for 5 turns,
yeah,
and it's just going to be 5 turns of nothing.
Or while this 5-inch move army maybe moves up towards you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
That's about it.
yeah.
They take board control, which is massive. They waste time, which is massive, but your opponent's just going to wait,
Yeah. I
and
know
then the
another
game
big
starts after
thing.
5 turns.
Yeah. I know another big thing that a lot of people complain about is the bows. Or like the fact that, they've still
They're
got
shit.
full range bows with +1 to wound. They're so bad. I've run the bows like 3 or 4 times, or actually, probably 5 or 6 actually. And every time it's like, oh, I have to get 5s to hit. Oh, I hit with like 2 things. Oh, okay, sick. Like
The
maybe I kill a model a turn if I'm lucky, and I've got, fucking 15, 16 bows that, now I've just got these fucking D4 fight 2 motherfuckers doing
the
nothing. Like,
the shooting in this list that is scary are the prowlers.
yeah, the
That's it.
prowlers definitely. The +1s to wound
That's
on a strength
scary.
3
Yeah,
with on 4s, like that, prowlers can really do some damage. And I will say the Warg Riders, because they're gonna have throwing spears.
of course. Yeah, that's it.
That can be scary.
Actually, talking
Uh,
about that, maybe this is a way that this list suddenly is OP is if you play spam Wild Riders in the very beginning of the game, you dismount.
it's that's an interesting one, because at the beginning
Yeah,
of the game, what you could do is Fury with Drewshag, because his Fury affects Warg, spiders, and bats. Fury with Drewshag, and then dismount your fucking Warg Riders, and then suddenly you've got a whole bunch
double.
of orcs that have a whole bunch of orcs that still have throwing spears, and you've doubled your army.
Yeah, that.
That can be actually kind of scary, but
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
the downside of that is that you no longer have a lot of cave dweller. But yeah, yeah. Look, I really do struggle to see the absolute like OP of this. Like, a lot of the times when I'm looking at an OP list, it's like vanquishes pre or post nerf, bears, even I wouldn't say Dragon Emperor's Legion, but Dragon Emperor himself is a little
Is
maybe overworked.
yeah, he's on the border. He's on the border.
He's a little overdone.
I'd like to see him be like, I don't know, an extra 30 points. And then I'd be like, yeah, cool. That's fine.
Even like
But
20, 15 or 20, just a little bit more,
just
because
a
like he
little
just
something.
needs, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I do
yeah.
not, as you just said, I do not see this being an OP list. I see it being frustrating,
Yes,
but
like definitely, like
I,
if you don't like this list, you don't like this list. Like, that's
of
fine.
course,
Like,
I
it
actually what
happens. I don't like a lot of lists. I don't like some lists in this game
yeah,
either.
you hate
Bolg is a
Angmar.
cunt. Like,
Um,
Angmar is a bastard.
yeah.
Siege weapons are shit.
What
But like,
what could be a big reason why people don't like this list is I feel like it makes you change the way that you play the game.
yes. And that's like
And people don't
that's
like change.
definitely, yeah. That's definitely an argument to be made, is that, like,
It makes
there
you
are
play.
certain,
Yeah.
yeah, you have to play a certain way against this list, or there are certain lists that maybe, just can't play this list. Not I don't think there's a huge amount, to be fair. Like, there's frighteningly little, like, other than like maybe all hero, or like, if you went like Ents or something like that, but Ents just struggle against fucking everything anyway. Like, there are lists out there that will struggle, because it's like, if you've got a lot of big heroes, or like, one or two big heroes and a really elite army, I think you'll struggle, just because your big elite hero can be shut down pretty easily with this list. Well, at points.
Mm.
And then, if your elite troops aren't, if you're not rolling very well, you're probably going to lose. Like, or
Just
like,
like every other game, if you don't roll well, you're gonna
yeah,
lose. All right,
they've got a
happens
lot
to
more
all of
models
us.
than you. Like, yeah, I
The,
can see the argument there, but it's like, I don't think that makes it OP.
no,
I just think it's good against that type of list. Like, and that list is
like
also subsequently good against other types of lists that this
yeah,
list
like
isn't.
to be
Like,
fair, this list is good against most things, but even then, doesn't make it OP.
I don't know. Like, yeah, it feels like the biggest thing. I think it feels like this list is very new. Like, even though it, came out, what, like July or something like that, it
Something, yeah.
seems only like it seems only in like the last, maybe 2-3 months that people have been fully really committing to playing this a lot. And like I can see why, if you're versing it a whole lot, like it can get a little annoying because a lot of people are playing it, but that's with a new like powerful list, that's just gonna happen. Like it's the same. I mean,
Look
right
at
now in our scene,
Riders of
it's the same
Theoden.
with the
Look at that.
bears.
When
Yeah.
they came out. Oh my God.
Riders of
They're fucking
Theoden,
everywhere.
fucking Rangers of Ithilien.
Hmm. Bears
Like
now.
you'll bears in our scene right now is fucked.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I got into the Bears before anyone else was here. And now I
Oh
can sit
man,
back and go, not me, man. I'm
I've
not
had my pick. You
I've
started
had my
this though.
fun.
You did
Yeah.
start
And then
this.
Sean Kirkby started the fucking Tom Bombadil meta that's about to begin here. Oh,
Oh, that's true as well. Yeah, look,
hmm.
there's plenty of things in this game that annoy the shit out of me. If you're
Oh
annoyed
yeah.
by this list, you are welcome to be annoyed by this list. I'm not going to take that away from you. I just can't. It's not OP. Like,
No. At the end of the day, get good. That's it.
yeah, get good.
I still love
Ah,
that meme. If I can find that meme, I'll chuck it up. I think I put it up on the Australian page, and then Seb put it up on GBHL because I'm banned from there, as we all know. That said something like, what was it? Everyone's complaining about whatever it is, and then the rest of the world just tells the UK to get good.
oh
So
yeah, that was a
it's
good
it's
one.
it's a bit of a laugh, but
Oh yeah,
meh,
like strong, absolutely. Like, which is a lot
absolutely
of like,
strong.
yeah, I will absolutely not take that away from people. It is strong,
A
but
top, definitely
OP,
a top tier list. If we were to
yes.
do, uh,
If we were to
what was it?
update the fucking, oh, actually, I think we did put it in an S tier for the
Guess what?
legions.
I just realized that that video is nearly a year old.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think it was 9 months, 9 months
Yeah,
old.
actually, it would be like, yeah, it would be close because, like, yeah, fucking Defense
It's
of the
also
North
our
came out
most viewed
ages
video,
ago. Yeah,
8,000 views.
we'll
Let's
do
do it
another one.
again. Let's
We do
milk
it.
it. Let's
Just
milk it.
restart, redo it, completely
Restart
exact
Noobs.
same.
The last,
Yeah,
last
look,
alliance of Noobs, man. Yeah,
last, the second last.
the second
The-
last. Yeah,
yeah.
I think that in conclusion, you just said it, very strong, not to take that away from people. It's going to be a bitch to verse, but it is
Once you
not
learn,
OP. Once you
yeah, the
figure it
thing
out,
is, you've got to figure it out.
yeah, it's
Like you
kind of
got
like
to
a
just
Merkill.
read over this rules. Just like look at this rule set. Just go, okay, who have they got? Merzger, he stuns, like he paralyzes. He gets a bit of will back if he gets a wound. He's pretty average. Look at Druzhag, kill Druzhag.
Yeah,
Done. That's how you deal with Druzhag. You kill him. Ashrak, I honestly don't really rate him at all in this list anyway. But if you see him on the board, like just
cool. They get Venom backs.
yeah, the spider like Shroud of Shadows on the spiders is obviously a bit of a bitch. So if you can get rid of him, get rid of him. But for the most part, I haven't really
Yeah.
used it too much. I've seen a lot of people have some good luck with it, but
I'm
and
ultimately
the
just glad
prowess.
this list doesn't have Shatter Shamans
My
because
God,
that.
someone actually said that
Oh, did
in
they?
our thing. They were like, "Oh, I can't believe it shatters all my shit." I'm like, "What do you? What? It doesn't have shatter shamans." And like, "Oh, my opponent like apparently just took shatter shamans." I'm like, fuck, holy shit!
Banned from
I
GBHL.
wish.
Yeah, if this
Oh my
had
God,
Shatter Shamans, that'd be cooked.
broken. That would be OP. Done.
That would be. Yeah, there we go. There's put Shatter Shamans
There's
in
the
an
OP
OP.
list.
Mental. Absolutely mental.
Bye.
Bye. There's no Patreon here today. Bye.
There might be right now. Here it
Maybe.
comes. It's going. Whoa! Holy shit!
It's gone.
Wow, that was. Oh my
That guy's a
God!
pedo. Mm.
Fucking, he's already gone.